All right, everyone, Merch Hunter Ricky back, and we are talking about She-Hulk episode 2. I just got done watching it about 5 minutes ago, and again, good stuff. Typical of a She-Hulk comic as well. Couple differences right off the jump. She-Hulk took a while to turn back to herself in the original comics. Like, she did not have the great control that the MCU is portraying her with, and honestly, I don't see a problem with that. I like this version of She-Hulk. I like this version of the MCU. I like this version of what looks like a comic book world, because in the MCU, everybody already has been long accepting heroes and the way that they are integrated into society. So to see the actual beginnings of such a lifestyle is very cool to me. So the episode itself starts off with kind of like to me it felt a little jumbly, but only because I've only seen the first episode exactly one time and this one exactly one time, and I'm going off my notes. Now, towards like the middle end of the first episode, we are shown her going to a new job where they only hired her because they wanted her to be the She-Hulk. Episode 2 catches us up to those events in the very beginning stages of the episode. We even see her get the initial offer while she's at the bar. And this all happens because right at the start of the episode, she's going into a bar and everyone's like, yeah, She-Hulk, you rule. And her boss comes in and is like, hey, you did the right thing. You saved the day. But because of that, the jury, they ended up looking biased and ruling with your side, so we ended up losing the case. I'm sorry, Jen, I gotta let you go. So she gets fired, she gets depressed, she goes on a couple days of job searching. Finally, she's drinking at the bar, and the guy from the opposing client's office comes to hire her because he wants a superhuman law division, as the episode is titled Superhuman Law. She-Hulk, she's a little pissed at first. She only got the job because of this, but then she is told that her first client will be Emil Blonsky, and obviously she rejects immediately due to the events of the Hulk movie with Edward Norton. Also, this really quick right here, if anyone is going to try and say that I don't know anything about the Incredible Hulk and Emil Blonsky as Abomination, I got an original copy of Incredible Hulk Ultimate Destruction right here. I don't want to hear nothing from anybody, okay? I've played this game over 100 times. Start to finish. This game is legitimately like the canon MCU events. Hulk versus Blonsky. Abomination. The only difference is in this game, a lot of robots get involved as well. So, back to my review. As she's given her job, and she is now a client, the lawyer of Emil Blonsky. She goes to meet him. She has to transform into her Hulk form at work, and at all hours of the job. So ignorantly, she goes into the prison where Blonsky is held as the She-Hulk, and they're like, unhulk yourself. She unhulks. They tell her not to step by the yellow line. Like, the first thing she does when she sees Blonsky is step through the yellow line. So obviously you can see that she is not a perfect person. All the people, like I saw Ben Shapiro's review, and oh my god, that was like the saddest thing I've ever seen. It's like he's clearly never picked up a comic book before. And he's talking about wanting to give kid content on his channel. I would never show my kids a show by Ben Shapiro. Anyways, so a couple other things. Sorry, I'm shamelessly looking at my notes. She gets like an assistant named Pug, who right away I thought was going to be a dog person. I had to shamelessly Google him. He's not a dog person. And I don't think he's going to be that important in the show. The MCU might give him powers, but I kind of want to go a little bit more forward into the episode, because the whole episode is more so just everyone accepting her. She's got a couple family scenes in the episode that are genuinely heartwarming, except for her cousin Ched. Her cousin Ched, characters like that don't exist in real life. I'm sorry. This is coming from a guy who wears a Hawaiian shirt every day. I don't talk like that. And I actually have a good job with a full family that I support. So this notion of people that are working in lower income jobs, or just working on the sales floor at a Best Buy, that they're belittled because they work there, that was a stupid thing. If anything, people should be more salty about that character, because he's just a dumb representation of young kids nowadays. They're not like that nowadays. I was literally at the park a couple months back with my daughter, and there was two boys sitting at the park having lunch together, and they were 14. They were not kind of in the way of where Anya was playing, my daughter, So I told her, like, hey baby, come here, let's scoot out of the way. And they said, no sir, let us move. This is a park for children. We've outgrown this park. And I genuinely was floored. Like, this is today's children, not Ched. Rant over. Family scenes, cute. They're not the focal point of the episode. The focal point of the episode... Actually, you know what? Let me stop. There is a very good point her dad makes, as if anyone's going to have an issue with the acceptance of her being a Hulk by her family, it's not the first Hulk they had to deal with. Moreover, once again, I said in my first review, this is like year 12 of their world living with superheroes. They're freaking over it already. This is everyday stuff for them now. Okay? Okay. So, she meets Emil Blonsky, and Emil's talking about Namaste and how I've changed myself. Quite literally, because in the comic books, he literally cannot change back. So this is news to me. That is one thing I did remember. I was completely unaware of the She-Hulk's ability to transform and untransform, because I've never seen her out of the She-Hulk state in the comic books. But Emil says he's a changed man, and that he was nothing but a government dog doing a government job, and that he shouldn't be a villain if someone like Banner is regarded as a hero, especially, you know, Age of Ultron and everything he did in Africa. Hulk effed up real bad, you know? And even if it's not his fault because Scarlet Witch took over his mind, it does not matter. No one saw the Scarlet Witch take over his mind, so let's just leave it at that. Now, Jen Walters, She-Hulk, she's a little bit, obviously, you know, apprehensive to actually take this client. But as he assures her, I don't really have a beef with the Hulk. Moreover, I've been sending letters to my 7 pen pals, and I just want some land that they've afforded me. Now, we actually find out that he's got an 8th pen pal, Bruce Banner. She calls Hulk to let him know that he's taking the job, or she's taking the job, and the Hulk's cool with it. He even says, Emil wrote me a haiku and a heartfelt letter, which is exactly what he told her. It's very interesting. However, as the phone call ends, she calls her boss to accept the job, and he goes, yeah, well, you might want to take a look at the news. Have a good night, Jen. And we are led to the events of either Shang-Chi or Multiverse of Madness. Whatever movie has Wong cage-fighting Abomination in, I'll probably put it in the comments or the description below, because I don't feel like Googling it right now, especially because my camera is my phone and my computer is my phone. So, yeah, deal with it. Anyways... She's, you know, now we know what timeline the show is taking place in. So this either takes place after those movies and after he's already done the cage fight, and I guess like footage is being revealed. So it's like, how did he get out of prison if he's cage fighting? Or he literally broke out and he's currently cage fighting, and this show is taking place in either Shang-Chi or Multiverse of Madness. And honestly, I'm all for that kind of behavior. It's awesome. And I found it funny that Emil Blonsky uses the defense like, I thought I was Captain America, you know? That was very funny. That was good. And honestly, like, I don't think he's changed, because he said he has 7 pen pals that gave him some land, and I highly doubt Bruce Banner was one of those people. So that's why I said he must be the 8th pen pal. Also, at the end of the show, we are shown Hulk dipping out into space, probably going to start some Secret War stuff, or maybe he'll go get his son, Scar, from Planet Hulk. In the comic books Planet Hulk, I actually have World War Hulk and Planet Hulk in its entirety. I love it so much. It's so good. He has a son named Scar, so maybe he has a son in the MC that we haven't met yet. I doubt that's the case, but I wonder what he's going to space for. You know what I mean? So that's pretty much the show. That was the episode. Again, I don't know what people are calling She-Hulk woke garbage for, because comic books, one, are the epitome of woke garbage, because there should always be about standing up for what's right, giving people equal rights and opportunities, and admitting when you're wrong. A constant theme of these comics too is that men and women hit each other when they have superpowers. It doesn't fucking matter. And if you have a problem with She-Hulk hitting Hulk in the face, grow up. Grow up and shut up too, because what happened after that? Hulk put the 1s and 2s on her. The 1s and 2s from the Hulk. Come on. You guys are whiners. And the whole time they're cousins. You guys are goofballs if you don't think that cousins are close to each other. I don't even talk to my cousins daily, and we're still close as hell. I'll run up on my big rugby playing cousin and punch him in the chest right now. You know what I mean? Damn. Y'all are sensitive. You guys want to say it's woke garbage, but honestly, the people complaining are the ones crying the most and acting the most woke. Anyways, She-Hulk episode 2. I've been Merch Hunter Ricky. This is my Hulk bobblehead. Have a good one.